Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of The Card Show. December the 16th. Wow, close to Christmas, and I'm going to do it's a early Christmas Q&A. Let me just, as it watching, I'm pretty dark there. I'm just turn this light on. There we go. Now I'm super bright and light. As I just listening, I just have to switch my key light on, and it's obviously showing bright in my face. But yeah, quick little Q&A, bit of a Christmas Q&A before Christmas. Just because, for a change, the questions were quite dissimilar to the usual questions. So I thought I'd answer some of them in case any of you guys are thinking about the same sort of thing. Had any other similar questions? I do like these. I do answer them at the time, but I also like rehashing them if they get sort of asked a few times. I think it's nice to sort of go through things. But I'll start at the beginning. Again, it's only like 5 or 6, so don't worry, guys. You mentioned eBay for buying and selling. Do you really think it's the best place compared to the pricing on Golden and other auction sites? Compared to the pricing? I presume you mean some of the prices you can get on Golden. Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you go to those auction sites, the cards that are being sold in there are usually the higher end cards, right? You're going to get a higher value. If those cards sold on eBay, would they be just as good? Possibly. Would people be scared maybe about it going wrong? Possibly. You see a bit more trust in these auction houses for some reason. They make mistakes just as well as other companies do. But yeah, usually I'm saying eBay because it's the card I'm dealing with, that low, mid, sort of even mid to high. I think you can get away with on eBay quite easily. It's going to be a lot easier going forward with the PSA Vault because obviously you can get it graded, keep it in the vault, but they can list it on eBay, they sell it, they ship it. So it is, again, a lot less middlemen involved, a lot less chance of it going wrong because if I get a card graded with PSA, list on eBay, a buyer buys it, PSA ship out. If for some reason it goes missing, PSA are sort of liable for that and they accept that sort of thing. So it's a lot easier. It's authentication. It's legit because at PSA Vault. So that could change things going forward, especially the higher end cards. Especially in America, where you can actually walk up to the tops, hand the card in, and if you do have a high end card, I'm pretty sure they'll probably let you go in there and watch it be authenticated and do a little video, and you can thank Kurt's Card Care and they can decertify it. But yeah, that's why I say eBay. Just has the most amount of eyes on it. Most amount of cars listed on it. It's where people generally go for cards. I just think that you're going to get your most sort of bang for your buck over there. So hope that answers that question. Hope that clarifies it for anyone else out there. Most amount of eyes, could mean most amount of money because a lot of people are watching it. But again, don't always work out. Sometimes you just don't have that card that people want, and people, are looking for something different. Not your card. It just goes unsold or goes for dirt cheap because there wasn't a bidding war on it, and there could have been an opportunity to put an auction house. And the other thing with auction houses as well, there's no sort of like timing to it all. With eBay, you could list it so it ends when the hype's big, right? If a basketball player's playing Wednesday night and they've had a few good games beforehand, then you think it's kind of another good game. You can list the card up to get it to end, just when that game's ending. So he puts up a monster, 40-point game. People are searching for him. Oh, that ends soon. I put a bid in. Whereas if you send an auction house, you've got obviously the waiting time of them processing it when they feel it's best to put it on. It could end on a Friday night, some random time. So you're a bit more control. And it's like, even if you do like buy it now on eBay, right? If you saw someone had a good game, you can list it up within 5 minutes after the game's done. People can search and search that player, and there we go. So that's why I'm going to go eBay for now. It seems to be one of the best. It's done me and sort of my business very good, so I can't complain. Did you attend the Tops Rip nights even at Westfield? No, I did not. I did not enter. I didn't fall for that folly. Yeah, that's less about Tops and a lot of nonsense about it. Was I think they put like, there's only 10 tickets available. Try and drum up some like demand. I know that Ronnie from Totally Podcast went and he was saying it's not a great deal of like singles there and some random wax and whatnot. It's I heard it's one I think it's a pop up shop. Yeah, I don't understand Topps Fanatics what they do as a business sometimes. And I just thought this was a publicity stunt, to be honest. Gets everyone liking, commenting, and sharing the post, and the people who are going to win are going to be influencers that they already predetermined to showcase Topps. It'll be influencers and businesses. That's it. I've not seen too much content, but I've not really been on my socials too much to see much. So yeah, but yeah, don't fall for that sort of nonsense. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. Will you be doing more show content soon? Well, yeah, I do appreciate this. I do get this quite a bit. Yeah, show content will come when it comes. Just life's been crazy at the moment. Hoping to sort things out a bit better. It's never the best financial advice to go around the country. For all these shows, I always say if you've got shows on your doorstep, by all means go to them. It's obviously you're not losing that much money, that much time. It's always great. And again, if it's not financial for you, it's not a way of running a sort of a business or a side hustle, and it's pure enjoyment, pure collection, then 100% go to these shows, spend the money. For me, it was just 2022. 2023, even 2022, 2023, a lot of up and down the country and all that sort of stuff. Trying to just sort of showcase, UK shows. It's also it comes at a price, right? Not only time with family, friends, money, monetary value as well. And then this year, I focus a lot more just on the eBay side of it and the American side of it. So just how I was doing business. And obviously, it's a lot more monetary pleasant to the bank account doing this way because I'm not spending £300-400 not every 2 weeks, not every month. Sometimes it was maybe £100 a week or 2 weeks driving somewhere to go to a show. Again, I do have the I do spend the luxury of staying at a hotel and that sort of stuff. So I know you can go down on a Saturday to London, for instance, and do it that way, so you don't have the hotel Friday night. You could also go back after trade night. You could do this at the other. You could stay at cheaper hotels. There's obviously ways to minimize certain things. And I think that's what I'll do going forward. I think I won't be as bougie. I won't be as bougie because I do miss a lot of the social side of things. I do miss a lot of social side things. It's not really a social hobby in some respects. I kind of, even though I've been more social about the hobby, and it's one of my sort of New Year's resolutions to sort of talk more about this hobby to people, especially people that aren't really in it. So not sort of keep it as something to do, like you're doing when you in your spare time. I play sports. How about I collect sports cards. I invest and collect sports cards. So yeah, and that's it's actually gone all right. Right, a lot of people have been interested, and some have joined the hobby, and some have just partially joined the hobby where they'll buy certain things that they like. Because I never thought about having someone's autograph on a card and having that as a keepsake. Because we look at autograph shirts, it can be so much money. So yeah, it might be a cheap way of getting one and stuff like that. And it's a good way of getting people involved that way. And then the people will buy, the sort of like the random Phoenix autos or Score autos that we sort of devalue because we want to have the flawless, 5 or the national treasures. So it's always nice when people just get involved from a sort of purely collecting and ownership point of view of having something like that. So yeah, I will, and obviously that will come along with some content. On the plus side, I don't think Dan's missed me videoing for that much, so he's moved on. So yeah, it's not like I'm needed as much anymore. But yeah, I will do some more stuff. Try and mix up a bit as well. Do different stuff. I enjoyed sort of going around and asking people behind tables what they're busy. What was people are interested in. So again, if you're not at shows and you just sell it online exclusively, you could see a massive correlation. You could see a massive difference of what people collect at shows or are interested in buying at shows compared to what you're selling online. So, yeah, I will get back to it soon. It's just when life, I guess, just calms down, should we say? But yeah, ha ha ha. You said a lot of negative things about Topps and Fanatics. Why are you such a hater? Yeah, this is a funny comment. This is a funny little message. Um, yeah, I presume this is sort of tongue in cheek. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe they generally work for Tops and are really upset over some things I've said. I wouldn't say I'm a hater on Tops. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong there. I think the Fanatics movement is a strange one. The stuff they do. Yeah, it's just wasn't how I would have done things. I don't think they do have the best intentions for the hobby. I see it with some of the products they're putting out, some of the decisions they make, the way they've dragged out this whole Panini war, and now the whole signing of athletes war. None of it benefits the collector, and that is always going to be the end consumer. So yeah, it's just a big business of of how they work, right? Trying to do things, and yeah, and then especially when the whole like letter came around about breaking and who was going to get products and all this sort of jazz, kind of just ground me down a bit. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a hater. They still do some decent products every now and then. I think it could be better in a few years' time when they've got licenses to these products and you start seeing some stuff again. But yeah, as for now, Tops are just, I feel like they're more detrimental at the moment to the hobby. Controversial, but then again, I'm saying for Panini, man, like their products are the same. Like they could do so much better for the hobby and for the people in the hobby, to be fair. Because we don't ask so much. I really don't think we ask so much. You know, so I can say, you give us a chance to get autos from these people, and then it's a redemption card, and then the redemption doesn't get done. How's that a fair business, fair policy? Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But yeah, if it is what it is, I don't want to go too deep into it. Maybe it'll turn into a hater. Keep talking about Tops and Fanatics, and it'll turn into a bit of a hater. Yeah. Have you been to any card stores in the UK? If so, what are your thoughts? Yes, I also did a video. Did a vlog. I did a vlog from Third Down. I actually did a little one for him, which did not put out. I actually messaged Ben to see if he had access to the folder still. It's like a before and after, because I was there when the work was getting done, certain stage, and then obviously when it was the day before opening day sort of thing. And a little interview with Chris, which was quite fun. But yeah, I've obviously been there a few times. I you know what, it's funny. I was more impressed with the store than I thought it was going to be. If that makes sense. I thought the layout was cool. It was done really well. Smart use of space. I like the fact that it caters for people to come and like have a good community. It's not a shop, if that makes sense. It's a community hub. Yes, they're a bit heavy on breaking for me, but that's me. They've got like a big room in the back. It's got like a massive breaking table. It works well for obviously their shop and what they're doing. Obviously, for me, I'd like more product singles and But yeah, it's a massive table with jumbotron. It's pretty quality, to be fair. But again, it's not much use to myself. It's cool if you just go in there to just rip products and you can like feel like get it filmed and stuff like that. Kind of cool, I suppose. But yeah, there's obviously two of the alcoves as well. It's got sort of like tables with. I think they put like quirky cards in, like movie cards and TV show cards in there. It's kind of cool. And the other one was a bit like a breaking station. But no, it's a really, 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 really good shop. I definitely recommend it going down there if you've not. I was going to go to Triple C's and then I've moved, so I'll wait. I don't know if they opened just yet. I think they had opening night or soft opening night, so I'll wait to see more about that and head over there. Kind of good I didn't go to the original. I've not been to Trading Cards UK, and I've not been to Sports Cars Direct, purely for distance. One's in Kent, one's in, I'd say Loughborough, it's Farnborough, that area? Plymouth way. Plymouth, I think. So yeah, again, it's a bit like going to a car show, right? It's a lot of money to get down there. Yes, not to accommodate. Might have the accommodation because how far it is. Basically, be training as well, getting the train down there. So Yeah, the reason I've not been down there, I would like to do something. I mean, me and Sports Crash UK talked about doing like a car tour. It'd be like a crazy long weekend, right? Doing Plymouth, the bottom country to the most northern shop at the moment, which is they're down. So that'd be kind of cool. Do a little snake's passage of them all. But yeah, that'll be something that's definitely on the list next year. I know that Triple C did like a trade night before Milton Keynes as well, which is kind of cool. If that's something that goes on before shows, that'd be something I'll look into. Um, but yeah, I can just say I'm impressed. Obviously, been to Bleakers in New York, and that's somewhere that honestly the reputation, like you see why it's got a reputation. It's not like a gallery full of cards. That's another great community hub. You walk in, it's got maybe a 8 foot by 8 foot room, probably more to be fair, like a 10 foot by 8 foot, I don't know, room full of cards, and then the rest of it's about community. Sofas, bit of table, drink, chat. They've outdoor area where they do stuff there as well. So yeah, proper cool place. And again, I think Third Down, it's the only place I can talk about in UK. Have a similar vibe, man. There's no like come here to buy products. It's come here and have a look what is available. Like you could spend hours going through the look book, the flip throughs, the products on the wall from P Commando. You said you can buy a little box you want to and rip it. You could go through singles all day and film yourself what stuff you've got. It's this little map on the wall so you can take a picture of yourself and map other shops, shows, etc. So yeah, big up them, man. Big up them for doing that. Hopefully tops, the fanatics that you guys seem to bum off so much, do something to help these stores out, right? That's the hub for the community, you know. Last couple. Should people be buying retired legend cards now for a future profit? I mean, similar questions I get asked quite a lot of times, right? It's a difficult one because I get where you're coming from. You buy these actual people who've done stuff in the hobby and the legends, not the prospect sort of thing. It's all about relevancy as well. You've got to think about how relevant is someone going to be, because there's been many legends of certain games that just aren't relevant no more. We always see spikes for certain things, Hall of Fame, inductees. You have a little spike, nothing major, but a spike. Obviously, unfortunately, death is a big spike. So, if you can wait for these things, of course, by all means. It all depends on how much money you want to put in, how long you wait into it to hold. I think there's other players, especially the way the game's moving now and the way the industry's moving on all fronts, that will still be relevant. LeBron James will quit, and he'll still be relevant. Whether it's movies, whether it's owning a team, courtside that his kids playing is going to be relevant, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you feel about LeBron James. Tom Brady's obviously got his deal to host. He's also now involved with Raiders, right? So them sort of things, it keeps him relevant, is always good, but it doesn't always mean to be price spikes, because just because Brady now owns the Raiders, he won't be in the talk as much as their next star quarterback is, who helps lead them to where they get to. Whether it is Shedeur Sanders or whether it's someone else. So it's a risky game. I think if you're buying their rookie cards and highly sought after cards, numbered cards that are in limited supply, then you've got a bit more of a demand. But it's a risky game. It's a risky game. The plus side is the generation that grew up watching these players now, in 20, 30 years' time, will they come to a stage in their life where they want to go, do you know what? I remember watching that golden era of the Pats. I'd love to have something from that era and want to find a Brady card or that sort of stuff. So it's an interesting one. I suppose in what was Brady, 2000? So 24 years old already, that card. In another 20 odd years, it's a vintage card, right? So that's no way to look at it. You just gotta hope the card industry stays. That's all, I suppose. And that is the interest of cards. I did on the lookout the other week, looking at the price on the Panini blockchain app compared to the price on eBay markets, and the crazy the price on blockchain stuff. So could that be something that sort of supersedes it, if people start sort of more collecting, where it's never going to get damaged or in perfect condition? there's obviously the option with it being NFT to link it to certain things. Maybe it links it to a video chat if you got a one-on-one. Maybe it links it to the moment the picture was taken, or maybe it links it to an opportunity to win tickets to games, etc. So there's also a lot more stuff there. They could bring in digital grading, so the more times that card's sold on an online market, it sort of moves on and it gets a bit more damage. It goes from a 10 to a 9.5 to a 9, and that sort of stuff. There's scope for so many things. I think people always still like the physical thing to feel. I think we saw it similar with vinyls, right? Vinyls had a massive spike last few years because even CDs all died off and it was digital. So the original will always be the best, but will the demand still there in 20 years' time, 30 years' time? God knows. His way it's going currently with unlicensed stuff and autos here, there, everywhere. God knows. Absolute God knows. Just invest wisely and prepare to lose. That's what I'd say. If you can lose the money and not worry about it too much, then by all means. If it's your get rich in 20 years' time scheme, then might be other options out there for you. And what are your thoughts on the last year of Prism NFL licensed cards? Could there be a buy a case and a hold scenario? Cool. No, I seem confused reading that because the way I've copied it in, I think I should have copied and pasted it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the question was regarding sort of the last products that are going to be licensed. That's what I said. Prism's probably one of the big ones. It'd be interesting what happens with like the National Treasures, Flawless from Panini, and the licensing sort of stuff. But yeah, I think it could be very interesting. Got to think about the rookies in there. People love the Prism in general. We know that Prism Silver is one of the less liquid cards. People love like Prism Gold stuff as well, don't they? So yeah, it definitely could be a big sort of, if you've got the money. I think it's going to depend on obviously what sport, what products, and what sort of athletes are coming out in that sport. For NBA, I don't think the draft class is amazing, so it possibly won't be as good. NFL is, I can't. Will it be Shedeur Sanders' year and Travis Hunter? That'll be last year of license. I'd need to double check the years of license and who's a rookie in the NFL, or who was declared, I suppose. But yeah, it is obviously going to depend on a few factors. But obviously, we know Prism is. It would be interesting if someone did that with, like Bowman or something from NFL for a couple of years back. Did you put some Bowman aside? God only knows. Have you reached it in since? Did someone want that Chrome first? Did someone want some old school tops? Maybe with Kelsey's year. No, Kelsey wasn't the last year of Chrome. Can't think we last rookies were last year of Chrome. NFL. Anyway, yes, that's the thoughts there. That is the thoughts there. And that's pretty much it for the same sort of questions, or the sort of new questions. I get asked a few that are similar. No, not many this week, this month, however long it's been. But yeah, I'd found some of them interesting, and some of them, I don't know if they were too funny, or again, I get some of them saying I'm having too negative on tops with Panini, or I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do that again. Why don't I do shows? Financial issues. So yeah. You get any questions, I do answer them straight away. You're always free to slide into the DMs or even comment on a post. So if you feel like it's a stupid question, honestly, I do read the questions and do message them, and I do read them out to you guys. So the questions I get. A lot of people are asking the same thing. So it's same with people asking about top loaders. There's a few places to find out. I know Third Down do a free little guide as well to help you with that sort of stuff. Protecting your card with mags, the top loaders, penny sleeves. They've got cool stuff for that. They're the thickness and so there's websites. I think Becky used to do it still. But yeah, there's plenty of other stuff like that. It was a question about match. I said I wasn't putting it, but I just didn't. I can't remember. It was properly out, but yeah, match attack nonsense. Would you ever collect it or something? But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the questions and answers. There might be a Christmas one next week. It will be the 23rd. Yeah, I might. I don't know. Yeah. Someone did ask about Roundtable Part 2, and I've been slacking. I need to message the lad, see if everyone could do one again. It'd be kind of cool. Same with gyms. I know people asking about a cool parts with Jim. It'd be cool to get Jim back on, especially now he's opened his little Jim's card club thing. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, sports car education has been too busy for me. I want to get Third Down on as well, see how they got on for the first like 6 months of business, especially going to Christmas, New Year. So that may be New Year to free. But yeah, other than that, guys, peace out. Thank you. Enjoy yourself. If I don't speak to you before Christmas, have a good one. If I do, ignore that part, and I'll see you the 23rd, I suppose. And for a few years, that sort of stuff. But no, take care. Appreciate all the love as always and support. You're the best. You're the real MVPs.